So now it should work. I'm sorry, I had some technical problems. Let's see. Yes, okay. All right, then let's check that screen. Now it worked. Let me refresh the page and then we can go to the first question. Now I can't refresh the page. Come on. I just put motorbike, solve it. Okay, continue, and now go back one time. Okay, we've been in that question. I'm sorry, yeah, we had some trouble. My screen was frozen, but now here we go. We want to turn left, and there are a lot of traffic, and which is quite difficult right now to see is that the white car was indicating from our side to the right, and we want to turn left. So why do you have to wait before the left turn? It's very difficult to see, but I can open it a little bit and zoom in. There you can see that light is a little bit more yellow than this one. So he's indicating. So he's turning from us out to the right. We wanted to turn left. So actually we could both pass at the same time. However, behind the car is a motorcyclist, and that's why he can pass to the right, but you have to wait until the motorcycle passes. And that's the correct answer here because of the motorbike. All right, good. So now let's go on with the next movie, and now hopefully everything will work fine. We are driving with around 100 kilometers per hour. Again, we are about to turn left. And keep an eye on the back mirror. There comes a red car quite fast to overtake all of us. What is the right course of action? I make the turn now in order to make the carriageway clear. Now so that following vehicles will not be confused by my slowing down once the red vehicle has overtaken me. What do you think? Once the red vehicle has overtaken me. That one. Exactly. Okay. All right. Let's go on with the next movie. All right, we are driving. And yes, we are indicating to the left. And yeah, there was someone coming. Yeah. I'm not good prepared, I see. I think I still have WhatsApp right now activated. Give me 1 second. I will finish that one too. Let's close WhatsApp. Here we go. All right, and now we can go on. All right. Sorry. Let's start the movie here. Oh no, we have seen it already, I think. Yes, exactly. We wanted to turn to the left and the motorbike was coming from behind. All right, and then go to the question. Oh my God, what happened to me? What is the right course of action? I accelerate and swiftly take the turn. I continue driving because I cannot turn off the road here. I stop at the farm track and wait. It's that one. You stop at the farm track and wait at the height of the farm track, probably, yeah. That is the only correct answer, yeah, until the motorbike which is about to overtake you passes you, and then you're allowed to turn. What is the right course of action when reversing? I look behind me and make sure that no one is located in my blind spot. Ensure the road area is safe by additionally looking all around me. Drive slowly and attentively. So what do you think? 2, 3, or 4? Okay, so make sure that no one is located in my blind spot is definitely necessary. Ensure the road area is safe by additional looking around me, and drive slowly and attentively is correct too. So all three of them we have to activate. Okay, then start the next movie. And we are behind the truck with the speed of 50, and we want to turn at the next crossing to the right. Check out, there's a lot of traffic on the right. And there was a stop sign and the green traffic light. What does regulate our priority? Why do you have to pay particularly attention now? Because the traffic light could switch to red, because the traffic is backed up on the road onto which I want to turn, because the truck will move very slowly while taking the turn. So obviously the traffic light is telling us what to do, and the traffic sign has minor priority, so the stop sign doesn't count in that situation. So yeah, what to do? Because the traffic light could switch to red. Yes, that might be possible. And as we said, there is a lot of traffic if you turn to the right, so the second one is correct too, and the last one is correct as well, all three of them. Where is stopping prohibited? At the bus stops or at bus stops, outside parking areas on autobahns and clearways for motor vehicles only, near on sharp bends. So it's not about parking, it's about stopping, and that's why you are allowed to stop at a bus stop, but you're not allowed to park, but stopping is allowed, and therefore the second and the third one is not allowed. You know, highways, obviously you can't stop at a highway, and in front of a sharp bend, you're invisible to the coming traffic if you stop there, or for the traffic behind you, and that's why it's very dangerous and not allowed. Where is parking prohibited? Okay, immediately behind pedestrian crossings, on narrow roadways opposite driveway entrances and exits, at taxi ranks. All right, two of these three answers are correct and have to be activated. So immediately behind pedestrians crossing, you're allowed to park. It is in front of it, but behind you're not covering the vision anymore towards the pedestrian crossing, and that's why behind the pedestrian crossing it's allowed. But on narrow roadways blocking entrances and exits, even if you park on the opposite side, it's not allowed, and obviously not at taxi ranks. All right, up to which permissible total mass may motor vehicles be parked on specially designated footpaths? The answer is please given in tons. So this is something you just have to memorize. There is nothing to explain. It's 2.8 tons. So the heaviest car, which is still a car, is 3.5 tons, and everything above is a truck. However, in that special case where vehicles are allowed to park on special designated footpaths, it is just 2.8 tons. Okay. What is the minimum distance a vehicle must leave clear in front of traffic lights if the traffic lights would be concealed by the vehicle? So how much meters do you have to give space in front that you're not blocking the vision on the traffic light? As well, something you just have to memorize, it is 10 meters. And here we go. When you are allowed to park a trailer with a permissible total mass exceeding 2 tons in built-up areas regularly on Sundays and public holidays and between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Wow, what a long road. Hi Arslan, nice to see you again. In industrial areas, in holy residential areas on specially designated parking spaces, in special areas reserved for recreation purpose of sufficiently wide roads. You are right, it's 1 and 2 in industrial areas and on specially designated parking spaces, exactly, and where you can recreate yourself, or recreation, it's not allowed. What must you remember when parking a trailer without a truck? When you leave the trailer behind. The trailer may be parked for an unlimited period of time on adequate hard shoulders. The trailer may not be parked for more than 2 weeks on public roads. The trailer may be parked for more than 2 weeks on specially designated parking spaces. So maybe parked for an unlimited period of time on adequate hard shoulders. No, well, first about may not be parked for more than 2 weeks on public roads. That's correct. And the other one, I'm not sure. 2 and 3 may be parked for more than 2 weeks on specially designated parking spaces. I think, Arslan, you are right. It is the 2 and the 3rd. Good. Well done. All right, let's go with the movie. We are driving 25 and we are inside the city and we are about to park, and look behind you. Oh my god. What an, well, don't say swear words, if not we get blocked here, but probably you have seen such a situation. You want to park and someone is stealing your parking slot. You want to park on the right hand edge of the road. What should you do in this situation? I forego the parking space even though I have priority. I park now because I have priority. Yes, I think that's quite obviously, if you think of passing that exam and don't get 2 points, you have to put the first one. And if you want to have a nice life without any problems, it's as well the best choice in real life. So just say whatever and search on a new parking slot. Okay, right now we're about to, we have to stop again in front of this blue car now, and he's putting the reverse gear into it and he's about to enter into the parking slot, and we're about to indicate too, so both of us want to enter. You want to park on the right hand edge of the road. Who has priority in this situation? No one has priority. We have to agree. The blue car has priority, or I have priority. What do you think? 1, 2, or 3? It's always the first car which gets to the parking slot. So in that case, it's the blue one because he was there first and we have to wait for him. All right. You want to reverse, park on the right hand side of the road. What is correct in this situation? Okay, let's have a look. We are driving around 30. There's some coming traffic. Behind is a car, and probably we want to turn into one of these parking slots. I closely observe the oncoming traffic before maneuvering into the space. I anticipate that vehicles may exit their parking spaces. I switch on my hazard lights. So I closely observe the oncoming traffic before maneuvering into the space. Yes. Yes, that's true. And switch on my hazards light? No, you just have to indicate to the right, but you don't have to put the hazards lights, the emergency lights. Just indicate to the right, exactly. Before which sign must you maintain a distance of at least 10 meters if it would otherwise be concealed by your vehicle? Stop, give way, no stopping, diagonal, cross. So the St. Andrew's cross in front of train crossings, for example, there you have this diagonal cross. I think it's talking about that. So let me have a look. Let's see. Yes. So that's correct. Yeah. Stop, give way, and diagonal cross. You have to give 10 meters, and no stopping is a sign which is not that important. You're allowed to park in front of it, but not behind, because there it's not allowed to stop. Okay, too much information. First and last is correct. You want to park on the right-hand side edge of the carriageway. How big is the mandatory minimum distance between your vehicle and the solid lane boundary line? Your answer should be in meters. Okay, let's see if you know. I painted before. Let me see where I have it. Yeah, I think here. There you can see it's about that one. So you are parked on the right hand side, and now the question is, how much space do you have to leave to the lane in the middle, yeah, or to the line in the middle, which is separating the road from the coming traffic? So how much meters? Exactly, it's 3 meters. That's right. Correct? Because a car normally is around 220 meters, how do you say, big, or not long, but wide. Yeah, wide. And that's why 3 meters, that everyone can still pass. Where must you use a parking disc for parking? So these things here, which are blue, and there you have some wheel to turn to tell when you're coming to the parking slot. Were stipulated by traffic signs, in no waiting area, at a defect parking meter. That is stipulated by traffic. So if traffic signs tell you you have to use this parking disc, obviously there. So it's the first one. In no waiting area, no. But if the parking meter, so the thing where you have to put coins in, and then it will tell you how long you will park and you get a ticket. If this is not working, you have to use the parking disc. In no waiting area is not correct. It's 1 and the last one. So 1 and 3. In no waiting areas, you're not allowed to park. So even if you use it, it's still not allowed. That's why it's the first and the last one. The time on the parking meter has not yet run out. What do you have to do? You may only use the time left on the meter when using a parking disc. Use the time left on the meter without inserting more money. Not use the time left on the meter. In my opinion, this question is quite antique because there are no parking meters anymore. There's just electric machines where you put on how much time you want to stay there, then you get the ticket and you have to push it inside of the car, but there is nothing where is something like a stick and a time watch, a meter running, and you just put coins into it. I've never seen that anymore. You say 2? Use the time left on the meter without inserting. Yes, that's true. What might be something like comparable is if someone has paid a ticket and is leaving and is seeing you that you want to park, and then he's giving you and passing you that ticket and saying, hey, come on, you can still use it. And that would be like similar and a more modern way how to do it in newer days. All right, at 10:40, You enter an area where parking is allowed for 2 hours when using a parking disk. What time must you set on the parking disk? So you come 10:40, and what do you have to put in? The correct answer in that case is the first one. Exactly. It's always you get gifted a little bit time, so you can always go up to round up to the next half. So always at in that case 11, or if you would have been there at 11.1, then it would be at 11:30, and then it starts to count 2 hours. Okay. You want to park in a car park where there is a parking ticket machine. What must you remember? Do not exceed the parking time indicated on the parking ticket. A parking ticket is never needed when using a parking disk. Place a valid parking ticket in your vehicle so it is easy to read from outside. I think do not exceed the parking time indicated on the parking ticket. Of course. A parking ticket is never needed when using a parking disk. No, that's wrong. But place the valid parking ticket in your vehicle so it's easy to see. Yes, this is what you have to do. So it's the first and the last. Exactly. Then, oh no, when may you remain parked at a parking meter without activating it? To load and unload the vehicle, to do some quick shopping, to allow people to get in and out of the vehicle. I don't like that they are saying parking, because in German, if I change it, they are not saying parking, they're saying stopping, yeah. So when you're allowed to stop there, and you can stop there to load and unload the vehicle and to allow people to get in and out of the vehicle. That's why it's 1 and 3 exactly. What must you do when leaving your car? Before opening the door, look out for traffic behind, secure the vehicle against rolling away, and secure the vehicle against unauthorized use. Okay, we have to check if there's no one coming when you leave. Yeah, it's like check over your shoulder. You normally use your, well, I'm sitting on the other side, but you use that side to check. Use that hand that you're sure that you're not open the door and kill a pedestrian, or not pedestrian, a bicycle. Sure the vehicle against rolling away, of course, and secure the vehicle against unauthorized use. Exactly. Wow, secure the vehicle against rolling away. Unauthorized, yes, the third too. Yeah, that no, you have to close the doors and everything, lock it, that no one steals your car. All right. Your car is standing on the edge of the roadway. What should you do when getting into the car? Open the doors on the roadway side only when traffic permits. The doors on the right-hand side can always be opened without danger. Let passenger get into the car if possible from the pavement. So what do you think? You're standing on the right-hand side of the roadway. What should you do when getting into the car? Open the door on the roadway only when traffic it permits is definitely clear. The doors on the right-hand side can always be opened without danger is not correct. Yeah, obviously the traffic normally, if you park, is turning on the left, but on the right there might be a bicycle lane, and if you open there from the how you say, the passenger side, you might have trouble as well. So the second is not correct. Let passengers get into the car if possible from the pavement. Yes, to reduce risks. 1 and 3 is correct. Nice. All right. Okay, we are driving with 30. We're indicating. And we want to park. Check the back mirror, please. And damn, here it was, the bicycle. Okay, why may you not exit now? Okay, that was gifted right now. Because of the cyclist, because of the motorbike, because of the pedestrian. I think after my explanation right now is quite clear. It's because of the cyclist coming right now, and he's on our left hand side. So if you open right now the door, he will have a dooring accident. Okay, exactly, it's 1. You have stopped in a parking strip and now want to exit your vehicle. What must you do in this situation? I observe the traffic approaching from the rear by glancing over my left shoulder before opening the door. I observe the traffic approaching from the rear just by looking through the slightly opened door. I observe the traffic approaching from the rear by looking in my left-hand exterior rear view mirror before opening the door. Wow, that was a lot to read. So glancing over my shoulder, definitely it's the famous Schulterblick, but as well by looking in my left-hand exterior rear mirror before. As you check the mirror and you do the Schulterblick, you do both, please. And please don't open the door and then start to look. That is too late. So it's the first and the last one. When leaving your car, how do you secure it against unauthorized use? I lock the doors, I close the windows, I activate the child safety lock. So what to do when leaving the car? Obviously. Probably take some time, but obviously we lock the door and we close the window. Exactly. 1 and 2 is nice, and the third doesn't make sense. The child safety lock is just when you're driving and you don't want that your little one wants to step out of the window or something like that, or open the door, but not when you leave the car. Okay, you want to let a child out of your car. What should you be aware of when doing so? The child should not have to cross over the carriageway. The child should be warned of possible dangers when getting out of the car. The child should exit the car on the same side as the footpath. I would say all of them 3. Not have to cross over the carriageway. Be warned, yeah, we should tell them, please be aware when getting out, and exit the car on the same side as the footpath makes it easier. Definitely, yes, you're right. 1, 2, and 3. A car with power steering has broken down with engine damage and must be towed away. What is correct? The steering of the broken down car is locked, is not impaired, is considerably heavier. What's the power steering? You know it? Okay, I can explain it while you tell me the answer. Power steering is when you hold your steering wheel and you're about to turn it left or right and the car is parked, then there's an additional power, a small electric motor, which is helping you to push more force to move the wheels. And without it, it is very, very difficult to turn the wheel when the car is parked. So all the heavy weight on the car is listing on these wheels, and so it's very difficult to turn it. and that's why it's considerably heavier. Freeze correct. Nice. Okay, at night, how must you secure a vehicle which has broken down at a place where it constitutes a danger to other traffic? Switch on the reversing lights, immediately switch on the hazard warning lights, place a warning triangle at a sufficient distance. 1, 2, 3. Place a warning triangle at a sufficient distance, definitely. And immediately switch on hazard warning lights as well. But reversing lights doesn't make sense. No, don't do that one. Especially you can't leave the car. When you have it inside, the car will start rolling, yeah? No, just 2 and 3. Good, very good. All right, last question for today. What must you remember when towing? Motorcycles may only be towed with a fixed connection. The distance between the vehicles must not exceed 5 meters. Tow rope, tow bar must be clearly marked. Okay, towing is if you have one car and another car is behind and they are connected and the one in front is towing the one which is not able to drive anymore. So motorcycles may only towed with fixed connection. No, they are not towed up. Yeah, you have to put them on I don't know, on a pickup truck or something like that, yeah, to move it. The distance between the vehicles, exactly. The two is must be not or shouldn't be longer than 5 meters, and it must be clearly marked. That's nice. All right, that was quite good today, Aslan. So very good. You have to write me when you have already an appointment to make the exam. Well, you don't have to write down the exam, but it's in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Huh? However, it's not that important. You don't have to write it down. Yes, we are finished for today, and we see us on Monday again. And yeah, I've got very cool news. Yesterday I got certified, so Falingo is a driving school now. And yeah, I still have to finish the web page, but yeah, I have already closed 3 contracts today. I still have to send it, but yeah. Still documents being verified Additive. Yeah, I know it can sometimes they're very fast in 2 weeks, and sometimes they take 2 months. Yeah, and then your school makes the appointment. Exactly. In Frankfurt, when you have the papers and your school is ready to make the appointment, it takes around 2 up till 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's really cool. It was very, very hard hustle, but now I can start finally. Really happy. So, all right. Then have a nice evening. I wish you a nice weekend and maybe see you on Monday. 5 weeks for you. Okay. Yeah, at latest 3 weeks more. No, no. Yeah, 3 weeks more at most. Yeah, normally they do not exceed more than 2 months. All right. I wish you all the best, and maybe we see us next week. All right. Goodbye. Thank you.